Have you ever felt inexplicably drained, as if energy is being siphoned from you without explanation? You're not alone. Many people navigate their daily lives unaware of the invisible forces at play, quietly depleting their vitality. While you go about your duties, there are emotional and environmental drains lurking, waiting to latch onto your energy. These invisible drains can be found in the form of negative relationships, overwhelming obligations, or even toxic environments. They operate under the radar, pulling at your sense of peace and well-being. Imagine you're in a space buzzing with negativity, where every word feels heavy. That weight adds up, slowly robbing you of your enthusiasm and zest for life. It's critical to recognize these drains, to identify where and how they invade your personal space and deplete your energy. Awareness is the first step towards empowerment. Acknowledge the people and situations that leave you feeling heavy or fatigued. Often it's as subtle as a loved one who constantly seeks support but never reciprocates. Once you have clarity, you can take action to protect your energy. Consider setting boundaries or minimizing interaction with those draining influences in your life. Remember, acknowledging these drains is the pathway to reclaiming your energy and vitality. Many individuals find themselves feeling overextended, caught in a cycle of giving more than they receive in their relationships. This lopsided dynamic can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration, creating a disconnect between what you contribute and what you get back. When your efforts outweigh the recognition, it begins to erode your sense of self-worth and respect in these connections. It often starts with good intentions. You offer your time, your resources, and emotional support, believing that these gestures will strengthen your bond. Yet, as you pour yourself into others, you may notice a gradual depletion of your own energy and identity. This imbalance can create a breeding ground for discontent, making you feel taken for granted and overlooked. Have you ever felt like a pillar of strength for others, only to be left standing alone when you need support? Recognizing the signs of overextension is crucial for your well-being. It's important to assess your relationships and understand your boundaries. Are you constantly the one reaching out? Have you articulated your needs? When you take the time to reflect, you empower yourself to demand respect. By recalibrating the scales, you communicate your value, ensuring that your contributions are acknowledged and appreciated, nurturing healthier, more balanced relationships. Taking personal time is a foundational practice for enhancing your value in relationships. When you carve out space for yourself, you create a sanctuary where self-reflection and rejuvenation can flourish. This time for self-care is not selfish. Rather, it is essential for allowing you to show up in your relationships as your best self, filled with energy and clarity instead of depletion and confusion. By prioritizing your own needs, you cultivate a deeper understanding of who you are and what you truly desire. This self-awareness inevitably leads to stronger, more authentic connections with others. When you invest time in your own interests, hobbies, or passions, you become more interesting and magnetic. You shift the dynamics, moving from being a constant giver to embodying a more balanced presence, which naturally draws others towards you. Establishing this self-time doesn't mean neglecting others. Instead, it enhances your capacity to be fully present and engaged. When you re-enter your relationships filled with self-love and appreciation, you radiate confidence and vitality. Setting this example encourages others to respect your boundaries and fosters a culture of mutual support. Remember, by nurturing yourself, you elevate the energy in every interaction, transforming your relationships into partnerships rooted in respect and appreciation. Understanding the concept of give and take is crucial for maintaining balance in any relationship. When you are constantly available, you inadvertently diminish your worth in the eyes of others. Just like a luxury item that becomes more desirable when it's not so easily accessible, your presence or assistance loses value when it is taken for granted as always being there, readily available. This unrecognized sacrifice can lead to feelings of frustration and depletion. In many situations, individuals forget the importance of reciprocity. They may rely on your unwavering support without acknowledging the cost to your own emotional health. You become the steady anchor within the relationship, but over time, this can lead to a sense of resentment. It's vital to appreciate that relationships thrive on balance. When one party gives too much, it can create an imbalance that diminishes the appreciation for those contributions. To shift this dynamic, it's essential to cultivate an awareness of your value. Establishing moments of absence can serve as a reminder to others of what you bring to the table. By allowing space in your availability, you encourage them to appreciate your presence when you do engage. Over time, this understanding fosters a healthier give and take, creating more fulfilling connections that honor both your emotional investments and needs. Using absence as a strategic tool can profoundly remind others of your worth. When you choose to step back, you create a space that allows both you and others to reflect on the value you bring to the relationship. This intentional silence bears the power to conjure appreciation where it may have once been taken for granted, emphasizing that your presence is not a given, but a valued gift. Absence serves not only to highlight your significance, but also to enhance your self-respect. When you withhold your energy, you reclaim power over your emotional landscape, asserting that your time and attention are gifts, not obligations. This shift is crucial. It fosters an environment where your contributions are recognized rather than overlooked. People begin to notice when you are not around, prompting them to reconsider their engagement and appreciation for you. Employing this strategy requires courage and self-awareness. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but the benefit of silence can revitalize your relationships. Those who truly value you will sense your absence and seek to reconnect, allowing the dynamic to transform. This approach reinforces your boundaries and encourages a deeper respect for your time, energy, and emotional investment, ultimately cultivating healthier and more meaningful connections. The intriguing nature of scarcity profoundly influences how humans value their relationships. When something becomes less available, it often heightens its perceived importance and desirability. This principle applies to our connections with others. When someone realizes they might lose access to you, it can trigger a deeper appreciation for what you bring to their life. The sensation of potential loss compels individuals to reassess their feelings and behaviors. Scarcity can act as a catalyst for change, prompting those around you to recognize the value of your presence and contributions. Consider how certain friendships or partnerships feel much more cherished when you take a step back. Suddenly, your absence creates a void, making those left behind acutely aware of the energy and support you provided. This newfound awareness can shift their appreciation and respect for you within the relationship. Navigating the dynamics of scarcity doesn't mean playing games or manipulating emotions. Instead, it is about understanding the inherent human psychology that ties value to availability. When you choose to implement moments of scarcity, you promote a healthier relational exchange, a balance of giving and receiving, ultimately leading to deeper, more meaningful connections. Embrace this concept as a powerful tool for fostering genuine appreciation and respect in your interpersonal relationships. Excessive generosity can come at a significant hidden cost, often manifesting as emotional exhaustion and a sense of identity loss. When you constantly prioritize the needs of others over your own, you may find yourself drained and detached from your true self. This emotional over-availability, while well-intentioned, can become a double-edged sword, leaving you feeling empty and unrecognized in your relationships. When giving is not reciprocated, it can lead to feelings of resentment and burnout. You may question your worth, thinking that your value lies solely in how much you can give to others. Such a mindset can obscure your own needs and desires, leading to a gradual erosion of self-identity. Over time, you might find yourself lost in the roles you play, becoming the caretaker, the listener, or the problem solver, while neglecting your own journey and aspirations. Recognizing the dangers of overgenerosity is essential for reclaiming your emotional health. It's important to establish a balance where giving is coupled with self-care. Learn to say no without guilt and prioritize your own well-being. By setting boundaries and honoring your own needs, you protect your energy and retain a clearer sense of self, paving the way for more authentic interactions that enhance both your life and the lives of those you care about. Establishing clear boundaries is essential for protecting your energy and preventing emotional manipulation. Boundaries act as guidelines that define what is acceptable for your emotional and mental well-being. By being clear about your limits, You communicate to others what you need to feel safe and respected. This clarity not only empowers you but also encourages others to treat you with the respect you deserve. Without boundaries, it's easy to become enmeshed in the emotional needs and demands of others, leading to overextension and burnout. Each time you allow your limits to be crossed without a stand, it chips away at your sense of self and worth. You might find that certain people may take advantage of your kindness if they sense that you lack clear boundaries. Establishing these lines can deter manipulation and promote healthier interactions. Learning to say no and asserting your limits allows you to reclaim your time and energy. It's not just about protecting yourself. It also provides a framework for healthier relationships. When you set boundaries, it encourages those around you to respect your needs, creating a balanced dynamic where both parties can thrive. Ultimately, boundaries empower you to engage in relationships that are based on mutual respect and appreciation, ensuring that your energy is honored and safeguarded. Harnessing the power of silence can be a transformative strategy in maintaining emotional control and establishing self-defense. Silence offers a powerful reprieve that disrupts the typical flow of emotional exchanges, allowing you to step back and assess situations without the noise of impulse-driven reactions. This break can create the space needed to reflect on your feelings and motives, providing clarity when faced with conflicts or emotional turbulence. In the midst of heightened emotions, choosing silence can often send a message that is more impactful than words. It disrupts emotional cycles that may lead to escalation or misunderstandings. Instead of engaging in a potentially volatile conversation, withdrawing for a moment can help you regain composure and prevent further emotional turmoil. Those around you might be compelled to reconsider their words and actions when you respond with silence, thereby shifting the dynamic entirely. Utilizing silence as a tool for self-defense allows for intentional engagement rather than knee-jerk reactions. It reinforces your boundaries and signals to others that you will not tolerate disrespect or manipulation. By adopting this practice, you empower yourself to navigate conversations and relationships with confidence and foresight. Silence not only protects your emotional well-being, but also enhances your ability to stand firm in your truth, preserving your energy and self-respect. Reconnecting with authenticity is a profound journey of shedding the societal masks we often wear to meet expectations. In a world that values conformity, we can easily lose sight of our true selves. This process of rediscovering who we are involves peeling away layers of conditioning, shedding the pressures to fit in, and embracing our unique identities without apology. It's about reclaiming your voice and honoring your true essence. The quest for authenticity requires courage. It often involves confronting fears of disapproval and rejection as we step away from the roles that no longer serve us. As you begin to let go of these imposed identities, you may encounter discomfort and vulnerability. However, this is a necessary part of the process. It leads to liberation and the joy of living in alignment with your core values and passions. Remember, your authenticity is your power, and it deserves to be expressed. As you reconnect with your true self, you cultivate emotional sovereignty, the ability to govern your own emotions and reactions. This newfound awareness enables you to engage in relationships from a place of strength and honesty. By embracing your authentic self, you invite genuine connections and experiences into your life. Ultimately, the journey toward authenticity not only benefits you, but also inspires those around you to embark on their own path of self-discovery and liberation. Embracing solitude is a powerful practice that fosters personal growth and clarity. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to become overwhelmed and lose touch with ourselves. Intentionally carving out time for solitude allows you to step back from the chaos, creating a sanctuary where self-reflection can thrive. This time spent alone can serve as an opportunity to rediscover your thoughts, feelings, and aspirations without external distractions. Within the quiet of solitude, clarity begins to emerge. You become attuned to your inner voice, gaining insights into what truly matters to you. It becomes a canvas for your mind, where you can explore ideas, acknowledge fears, and nurture dreams without interruption. The stillness offers a chance to release overwhelming emotions, helping you to sift through the noise and find a deeper sense of purpose and direction. Embracing solitude doesn't imply isolation. Rather, it is a commitment to nourishing your inner self. By making time for this essential practice, you lay a strong foundation for growth and resilience. You will emerge from these moments feeling rejuvenated and more aligned with your true self, ready to face the world with renewed clarity and purpose. Remember, in solitude lies the potential for profound transformation. Allow it to guide you on your journey of self-discovery. Building healthy relationships begins with the establishment of emotional boundaries that foster genuine connections and empower individuals. Boundaries serve as the framework for respect and understanding in any relationship, clarifying what you need and expect from others. By setting these limits, you communicate to those around you that your feelings and well-being are valid, thereby creating a safe space for both parties to grow and thrive. When boundaries are clearly defined, they prevent misunderstandings and reduce the likelihood of emotional manipulation. This clarity helps in maintaining a balanced dynamic where both individuals can feel valued and supported. Healthy boundaries encourage open communication, allowing partners to express their needs without fear of judgment or backlash. As this dialogue flourishes, trust deepens, strengthening the relationship. Establishing emotional boundaries also serves as a pathway to personal empowerment. It allows you to prioritize your own needs, reinforcing your self-worth and identity. As you cultivate this practice of boundary setting, you become more adept at identifying relationships that enhance your life versus those that drain your energy. Ultimately, healthy boundaries not only enrich your connections with others, but also empower you to live authentically and actively participate in relationships that honor your true self. The transformation of individuality begins when we choose authenticity over external expectations. True freedom arises from embracing who we are without conforming to societal norms or pressures. This journey is about reclaiming your identity, stepping away from the roles that feel imposed, and instead, choosing to celebrate your unique self. When you honor your individuality, you generate an inner energy that nurtures your spirit and fuels your passions. As you prioritize authenticity, you create space for genuine self-expression, leading to restored energy and vitality. This transformation allows you to shed the burdens of pretense and expectation, revealing a clearer path forward. You begin to attract relationships and experiences that resonate with your true essence, fostering deeper connections and meaningful interactions. In essence, authenticity becomes a magnet for like-minded individuals, creating a supportive environment where individuality can flourish. Ultimately, the choice to embrace authenticity is a profound act of self-love and empowerment. It liberates you from the constraints of others' expectations, allowing you to carve out a life that reflects your values and desires. As you commit to this transformation, you not only restore your energy but also inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Embrace your uniqueness. It is the key to unlocking your true potential and living a life of fulfillment.